All right, I think ZT nailed this one. Hey, welcome back, guys. Let's talk about fixed blades. If I was into fixed blades, even though I own several now because I've kind of gotten into fixed blades, if I was on the market for a fixed blade and I wanted a camping type fixed blade, end of the world type fixed blade maybe, this ZT 0006 might be the one I go for because there's pretty much nothing I don't like about this. It's a very cool fixed blade knife. And there's not a lot to say. It's a fixed blade. Like, I can't talk about the action. I can't talk about how smooth it is and what the bearings are or the bearings or washer. Like, I can't talk about any of that. I can talk about the cool Kydex sheath. Has kind of a drain hole here in case you're using it outdoors and get it wet. Works well and has a secondary retention snap here. Heavy duty webbing for your belt. I don't love the sheath. I don't know what I would want different in a sheath, but normally I'm the guy that I don't really complain unless I have an answer or a suggestion. Not necessarily an answer, but if you're going to complain about a problem or something that's done wrong, I think you should have kind of a, hey, I don't like the way you did it. I would have done it this way, right? I don't know what to do with the sheath. I just don't love that one. Outside of that, I love this bead blasted finish. It's called the 006 because it is a 6-inch long blade. So the specs overall is a 10 5/8, 6-inch blade with a 5.4-inch cutting edge. 0.023 behind the edge, 0.188 blade thickness. It's about 3/16 of an inch. Made out of CPM 3V. Really nice G10 OD green scales. Weighs in at 10.3 ounces by itself or 13.7 as a package. Let's just zoom in on this thing because it's worth looking at. Bead blasted finish. Flat grind. Little bit of branding with the logo there and a little bit on the backside with the blade steel and the model number and the serial number. Okay. Nothing over the top. Does have a hilt, guard, couple of T10s maybe. I didn't look. The pommel is also removable and you could then take the scales off, clean out anything that got in if you were using this for any type of hunting and you got fluids and liquids in there. You could take this apart and be able to clean it all up and put it back together. No problem. Some jimping up here on the top. It's not a sawtooth blade or anything like that, but you can kind of get a grip up here with gloves or without for a little more control. Jimping's not aggressive, but it works. You know what I mean? You can't really choke up in front of the guard because that sharpening choil, not a finger choil. Honestly, though, I mean, this is going to get some work done. You can do some pounding if you need to pound a nail or a tent spike or something like that. 3V is super chip resistant. It's a super strong steel, which works great for this. It's not super corrosive resistance though, 3V. It's not a stainless type steel. So what they did is they clear coated with Cerakote over the entire blade, which is actually pretty cool. That's a pretty smart idea that you don't really even notice. So yes, you may have a little bit of corrosion along the edge because obviously that's not clear coated, but the rest of it, you should be pretty good to go. I mean, you're going to want to maintain your blade appropriately, you know what I mean? But you shouldn't really worry because it's not a stainless material. So here it is next to a Sharpie and the Spyderco Delica. Most of my fixed blades aren't here right now. I do have my Frank Fisher Battle fixed blade, full on custom. And these run at about $320 right now. List price, I think, is $400. On the websites, all the websites I've seen, it's $320. However, if you go to Wild About Sporting Goods and get it from Gil, you can get 10% off of that $320. I'll let you guys do the math. He's great to work with. He lent this in. And yeah, this is a fixed blade that I would probably pick up if I was looking for a fixed blade. The weight is good at the 10 ounces. It's not, I mean, you're going to feel it as you're carrying it or backpacking or whatever you're going to do, but this is going to really get some work done. This is just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that there's anything I don't like. The guard is not integrated. It is just a secondary piece. So as you take it all apart, I'm sure this guard would come off too, so you can clean up in there, slide it all back together and bolt it up. Yeah, it's hard to say anything bad about it. Like, I kind of want to use it and like chop down a tree in my backyard or do some limb chopping and stuff like that, but I won't. It's brand new. It's going to go back to Gil and maybe get sent to one of you guys that buys it. But yeah, I kind of want to use it. Just kind of stab the fence in the backyard. Anyway, let me know what you think about this brand new knife from ZT. I would love to hear your take. And I'll put a link to my ZT playlist over here in the corner so you can go check those out also.